guys, welcome to Two Beards Podcast. Today we are drinking the Fort George Fresh IPA, and we got a little bit different of a setup. Also, something we haven't talked about. It's really different. The angle of the camera that you're going to be looking at, it's like down there.
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest. I am inclined to look up right there. Yeah. And as I looked up right there, I'm like, nope. My eye line is weird. Right I need to look there. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
So that's a big change that we'll have to get used to.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think after this episode will be good. Yeah.
But I don't know about that for me. But at some point I will learn.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You just have like muscle memory of like, that's where I look when we're podcasting.
Yeah, like, no, exactly. Yeah, no. And that is funny because like right where your monitor is, that is pretty much exactly the angle that I would sit at and where my eye line would be into the camera. So yeah. It's funny just that the monitor lines up perfectly with that now. So, but yeah, no, this is fantastic. The mic feels comfortable, and it feels in a more natural position. Yeah, but like my mouth is going to remain in front of it more often now. So
maybe I'll have to actually turn you down.
You might need to. Yeah, you're like, whoa, Nick is way too loud. Yeah,
Nick is now.
Like, am I clipping right now? Or
Nick is now talking at appropriate volumes.
Sick. Love to hear it. I don't know what I blame. I'm talking at a normal level. I don't know what happens.
I don't know. But you've just always been quiet.
Didn't we decide that I just turn away from the mic more often than...
Probably.
Yeah. Because even from here to here, it really does make a difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
So Fort George, it's 6.4. I don't think they so I haven't really looked at the can. I just kind of went online. I don't think they list their whatchamacallit.
ABV.
No, that's 6.4%.
Oh, you did just say that.
The IBUs.
Ooh.
And then I know that it's a Simcoe only wet hopped beer. That's all I know. And that they're like from the Seattle area, right? I mean, that would make sense because there's a Fort George in Seattle. So.
Yes, they're from the Seattle area.
But like, I'm sure there's other Fort Georges out there. So
I feel like I'm dipping here. Sorry, don't mind me making all this mic handling noise.
It's a new setup.
It is a new setup. Alrighty. Yeah, I've never have you haven't been to Fort George, I'm assuming then?
Don't know.
I would say you not remembering they're from Seattle is a telltale sign, but not really. You could very easily have been there and just not remembered.
I can tell you it's not one of my 3 favorite things about Seattle.
Well, you clearly don't like it then. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
I literally haven't been to Seattle in I don't know how long.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Good for you.
I just stopped going.
God, is it a shithole. But
were you there last night?
Yes, I was there last night, so I have firsthand experience.
Yeah, when was the last time you were in Seattle?
Oh, man, if I can remember that far back, a few hours ago, really. I mean, yeah, shit. Yeah, it's not great. And additionally, so pretty much every single bar and restaurant, you have to show proof of vaccination. Mm-hmm. They don't accept negative COVID test. It's very strictly proof of vaccination. However, we went to a bar that didn't give a shit. And so they're like, negative COVID test? Yeah, sure. Good enough.
I imagine most bars and stuff stopped giving a shit.
That's what I think too. That's what we were talking about last night, where I'm like, I think we're at the point where no one really gives a shit. Like, you're gonna have the few people that, you know, still do a little bit, but
even the fucking normies who care recognize
things are just silly now.
That, and like, you can still get and transmit COVID, so what's the purpose?
Well, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's just the rules are silly now because like of all the information we know now. Like, there's just pointless things. Like, we were talking too about bar seating, and so how at Parkway, how the one girl was like, "Oh, your mask," and you're like, "For the 2 seconds." And my brother's like, "Well," he's like, "It kind of makes sense if you think about it." He's like, "Because you're talking with them, and then you get your beer." And I was like, "Okay, sure." I get that, and that would make sense. However, there is bar seating, which people are breathing and communicating the whole time. So I'm like,
that, and they walk around and take orders. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's so many opportunities where you're like talking directly to them.
Directly to a person, yeah. So it just doesn't make sense.
And it's just like the idea that it's not, that it is only spread when you're talking in the direction of someone.
Yeah.
And not like being in a confined space for a long period of time. Like that was the whole thing, even with the mask discussion in like grocery stores. Are like, without a mask, you can spread up to like 3 aisles in either direction, but with a mask, it limits the spread to like an aisle. And it's like,
what's the difference then? Because you're walking through every aisle.
A, then it really doesn't make a difference. And then B, like when you're talking about being at a restaurant, it really doesn't make a difference.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Because if you're talking, 3 aisles, like that's the whole fucking restaurant.
Yeah. And I don't know, like if that was the exact,
No, I know. No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just so silly.
It really is. Yeah. So, that being said, our bartender last night made a comment and we were confused, and Renee looked it up. Come March something, they're actually getting rid of the vaccine requirement to be in bars and restaurants. So I'm like, that's a sign that it's all going away very soon.
Sign.
Didn't you predict April? Wasn't that how early you said?
April.
You said April. I mean, if they're already starting to roll stuff back in March, I could totally see it.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is you got to think like, I don't know if it's actually funny, but it's like, we know that you can spread and get COVID with the vaccine.
Yeah.
That didn't change anything.
Right.
Crime went up. Child obesity went up. Economy is shit. All these things.
Yeah.
None of those things changed. But man, those elections coming up and the polling saying all this is bad. Okay, maybe now we should change things. So it's like, that's how much they like literally don't care about anyone, is they'll let you die as long as it gives them power. And
what sucks is no one's going to realize that.
No.
They're also going to agree that it's random with, no apparent reason why all this is ending.
No, Omicron cases are going down or something.
I don't even know.
Because
I'm sure some people buy that, but I still think a lot of people don't buy that.
I bet they do.
I don't know, man. Again, I'm sure a lot of people do, but I think a lot of people don't buy it.
I mean, I think things are shifting, but traditionally, I think more often than not, people think that the people on the TV and the politicians, yeah, they do some stupid stuff. Yeah, they don't fulfill their promises. But generally, they're good people. And if they didn't have those pesky Republicans or those pesky Democrats, whatever side of the aisle you're on,
they'd be able to get stuff done.
Then they'd be able to get it done.
No.
But but you're right. It's just not true. But I think that's what that's what the majority of people think.
Yes, yeah, that's where I was going to go too, with that exact point, where for some weird reason people just have this inclination that the politicians and the people in power have our best when it boils down to it, they have our best interest in mind. Like, no,
yeah,
they do not. They don't even have their best interest in mind. They just want to keep their power and get more money.
And so if you understand their perspective, then it makes sense that they would operate in some logical fashion, that it wouldn't be random. There's got to be an underlying reason that,
but and you're trying to implement logic now, so that's the problem.
People it's not quite logic. It's listening to the TV people who are saying
fake logic.
The science has changed.
You're talking about Fauci or
everyone?
Okay, because I thought he was the science.
Yeah.
So okay.
He hasn't
said anything in a while.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the corporate media doctors, Lena Wen, she was the one who originally was like, if we get rid of all these mandates, then there's not going to be any reason for people who aren't vaccinated to get the vaccine. It's the carrot and the stick. We offered all these things to get the vaccine, and that didn't work. We have to have the stick of mandates. Now she's come and started saying, well, the science has changed. Cloth masks don't work.
Interesting.
I'm not saying that Google/YouTube overlords. She said that because I know I could have been and probably still can be banned for making such a claim. But I'm not making that claim.
They have ears out. They have ears out everywhere. It's crazy, man. I like to think they don't give a shit about channels like ours, but at the same time, like, it's pretty much any video at all that gets posted.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just like most of it, I think, is flagged from algorithms, and then people address it. So
yeah, crazy.
Not that I
not our opinions. This is what somebody else said.
Not that I really give a shit either, but
no,
you know,
be kind of like a badge of honor to get banned from YouTube, honestly.
Yeah. What'd you get banned for? COVID. Correct information, not misinformation. Correct information.
COVID information.
COVID information.
Crazy dog.
Doing a service to my fellow countrymen of 6 people that listen to this.
Good stuff.
What do you think of the beer?
It's very mellow.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
I think this is another one. So think back to the olden days when fresh hops were actually a thing. Because here we are,
fucking
in late February. Drinking a fresh hop that was probably delivered in mid-September.
Yikes!
So we're under 6 months, so we're doing good.
I think it's fine.
But think back to the early days, and we were talking about how a lot of the wet hopped beers, they just didn't have enough substance or punch or hops. Really, is what it came down to.
Yeah,
just wasn't hoppy enough.
Yep.
I think this is probably one of those.
I think it is too, because
especially considering that it's a single hopped beer.
Yeah, we talked about that too, where I really think Revolution has done that right, where they're like, this beer features this hop varietal. We kind of fluff it with some other hops around it just to build it up a little more and kind of showcase some of the flavor profiles of the, varietal that they're trying to get after. But they fluff it up a little bit. It's not just the one lonesome hop sitting on its own. Because not every hop can do that well. Sit on its own. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I do like single hop beers. I think the fault is that, like, I don't know if you can hop it enough with fresh hops to really deliver. Like, I think if you did, this varietal Simcoe, and I think if they said it's both wet and dry hopped, it's both wet and cryo Simcoe hops, right? Like, I think you can get a little bit more of that punchiness, but overall, I love Simcoe, so I do like this.
Yeah, I like this too. It does have a really good flavor. But yeah, it's a little too mellow for. I mean, it's just a perception that I have of fresh hops, I guess, where I want it to punch me in the face, and it's just not really accurate.
You want to have like a super aromatic experience.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like I'm looking for the wrong thing, I guess.
There is still Contents Under Fresher available at Total Wine.
Yikes.
Just so you know. So if you want to swing by and pick some of that up.
I do.
They did also have a Bale Breaker limited release one that we didn't have.
I saw that. I almost grabbed that.
But it was so old.
And it's like $17. So I was like,
yeah, it was very expensive. And it was like 6 months old. And I was like, I feel like Fresh Hop is different.
Yes.
Than like a limited release.
Yeah.
Like, to me. So I was like,
yeah. Yeah, I almost grabbed it, and I think was it 17 or was it more than that even?
I can't remember.
It was. I remember seeing it being like, yikes, and then just be like, nah, not happening. But Ale Breakers, their limited releases, they do pretty well. I have not had one that I disliked.
I'm just happy that we have a Total Wine.
Seriously.
I've been there a few times now, and it's just like so much better.
Yep. No, I'm with you. It's in every aspect, there's so much more variety. Like, especially liquor. Like, holy fuck, does Bevmo's liquor section suck ass?
It's really nothing special.
It's one half shelf, basically.
It's like a little bit better than your grocery store.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to go for wine, it's decent. They have a really good like wine selection.
And beer.
And beer's pretty good too, yeah. The only thing is, do they refrigerate their beer? Is it like Total Wine where like some is, some's not?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've been there. And I'm gonna keep it that way. But
well, now there's no reason to go there.
No, not at all. I mean, between Costco and Total Wine, I'm not going to Bevmo ever.
No.
I wonder what their numbers are like now since Total Wine opened. Because they're so close.
Yeah, but they were already so slow.
Bevmo?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so I'm
saying like I don't even know if they would notice a difference.
Like it's their customer base, like, or rather their what?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like their customer base just like isn't the type that's going to go to Total Wine anyways. Like that's just where they go.
I don't know if they wouldn't go to Total Wine, but if you were going to Bevmo with any regularity,
it's just where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's fair.
I think probably their customer base is like people who want a particular liquor or wine that's not available at Costco, so they just drive across the street and go there.
That makes sense.
Which I would do from time to time. Like,
yeah,
be at Costco, want a whiskey, and nothing's really hitting my fancy, so I'm like, I'll just swing by Bevmo.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just very mediocre for too long.
Yeah.
And even to the point where, like, their whole online ordering and like the experience that you've had with that blew my mind. I was like, how can you just be so dog shit at inventory?
Yep.
I don't understand. Like, I neglect to believe anyone's really walking out like stealing shit there. Like maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like it's kind of difficult. And they have a security guard there.
I don't understand how it's not, especially with how small they are.
Yeah.
How you can't like update inventory.
It seems pretty easy. But yeah.
Total Wine's inventory is pretty decent, so.
Yeah, I haven't done any online orders or anything through them yet, but you do that often, right? You'll order it and pick it up.
If I know what I want, yeah, because
yeah.
You can just pull up and they'll like bring it out and put it in your car. Like boxed and everything, and I'm like, sweet.
That's nice.
So, but I mean, most of the time I know what I want, but I'm like, I don't want to go look around. Maybe there's a bourbon that's catches my eye.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which is kind of weird because they're not great at describing
like
alcohols.
They're little descriptors, like yeah.
It's like if they have the descriptor.
If they have it,
like, because there's a good chance there's not a descriptor on it.
Yeah.
And if they do, like, it's usually pretty like meh.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things I'm like, I don't agree.
Right. Like, you're honestly just better off reading the bottle if it has anything.
I really know this whiskey. Don't agree.
I feel like everything to them is tobacco and vanilla.
Yeah, a lot of vanillas.
It's like, no.
A lot of I see a lot of black pepper.
Oh, really? That's very specific, so that's kind of funny.
And then like usually they'll throw in some kind of herb or flower or like cherry. Because
like they just pull one out of a hat.
It's like vanilla, black pepper, and then like some pizzazz. Yeah. Rose. With a hint of cherry, with a hint of citrus.
with just a light touch of lily.
Yeah, it's
funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember if I told you the last time I was there. This dude was like really like he was working us is what he was doing. He was working us.
I've seen those people.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I know what I fucking like, so you can go. You can try this on someone else.
I know better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he walked up and he's like, oh yeah, I saw you thought you were gonna grab that. I was like, nice, and I was like, yeah, it was some brand of tequila, but they only had the Reposado. They didn't have the Añejo version of it, and so I was like, nah, I don't really want this, and so I told him that. He's like, yeah, we don't got that. I was like, all right, well, later,
Cool.
dude.
Bye.
Yeah. And so he's like, I like this one. I'm like, that's really cool, but that's like telling me your favorite ice cream flavor and just expecting I'm going to like it too. So like, what are we doing here? Because like, he didn't even say that it was similar to that. He's just like, I like this. Yeah. I'm like, fucking cool. And then he like pulled some like weird ass shit where he's like, I drink it with like cinnamon and brown sugar and some other shit. And I was like, just walk away, guy. You're really barking up the wrong tree here. Like you're talking to people who just drink tequila, lime, and orange liqueur. Like that's it.
Yeah, tequila's funny because it's like most people like I get the cinnamon and orange thing because it's like it's the same as salt and lime, but like
right.
Everyone thinks you're always getting tequila for shots, and it's like, but I'm not.
No, certainly not. In fact, never, actually.
Very much basic bitch margarita.
Yeah, no, I don't ever want to shoot tequila.
2-on-1?
Yeah, is this a good 2-on-1? Tell me that.
He's like, what is that? And you're like, exactly.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about then.
Yeah, I'll take that badge. Thank you. Yeah, so, and it was like $50. So I was like, yeah, I see. I'm like, you probably never even had this in your life. It's just $50 and you're trying to get a sale there. And I appreciate that. You got to do what you got to do. But
one of my favorite times, like I love hearing the Total Wine employees who don't drink beer try to explain certain types of beer or what, like
very obvious,
or find something that someone will be like, I'm kind of looking for a citrusy IPA, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can help you with that.
Didn't someone do that?
So here's
at
our
Bevmo?
IPAs, and people really like this one.
It's like fucking Goose Island IPA, and you're like, yeah, I guess people get that a lot, but
yeah, I can't remember if it was at I think it was at a different Total Wine.
Was it?
During a fresh hop season or something.
Because then I remember when the employee walked away, you walked up to the customer and you're like, so don't do that.
Yeah.
You're like, if you want my opinion, like.
What it was, she was asking for a fresh hop.
Specifically?
Yeah. A specific fresh hop. I can't remember what it was. And.
Oh, that's what. And then he didn't even point her to another fresh hop. He just pointed her to another beer, right?
Yeah, like a total. Well, I think it was like before the fresh hop season or something, and I was like, "Hey, just so you know, that's not out yet. It'll probably be out in a month or two or something like that." And I was like, "But if you want something similar, I recommend this."
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was.
I want to say, like, if I'm remembering correctly, like she's like ended up even getting what you said.
I think
she like did not listen to the employee at all.
Yeah, like he recommended, like. Some basic IPA. It was just like, okay.
It's like, yes, that people do buy that a lot, but like clearly not what the lady's looking for here.
And it's just like clearly you have no idea.
Yeah. No, it's very funny. It's the same thing at like restaurants as well, where you've got this like waitress who clearly doesn't like just fucking smashes tequila all weekend.
Yeah.
And she tries to like describe their beer list to you. And it's everything's either hoppy or sweet, and it's like, a lot of nuances. I feel like we're skipping over here.
I also like the people who like, you're like, okay, what beers do you have on tap? And they go through the list, but like instead of just going through the list, they stop after each one and they describe it to you.
Oof.
Okay, so we have Fort George's Fresh IPA, and this is what it's like. Okay, and then we have this one, and it's like,
Just pick up the pace.
I get some people probably want that.
That's true. Yeah.
I've probably had most, if not all, your beers that you have.
Well, and hear me out too. Let that person ask, right?
Yeah.
Like list all the beers, and most people kind of cling to one or two of them that they list off, and let them ask you, hey, what is that one like? You said this, like, what does that one taste like? So I feel like you should let those people ask you.
Another big pet peeve. I don't see a current tap list on your menu.
Ooh.
Can you tell me what's currently on tap? Oh, I don't know. I think we have this one, and then there's like another one. I'll go check.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then 10 minutes later, they come back. So we have this one and
something by this brewery.
I can't remember what kind of beer it is, though. And then
but it was
we
something
have,
by
we
them.
have an IPA. What IPA? Starts at...
It's hoppy. Yeah. My gosh. A same level as that is
I'm like, I get you don't know beer and it's fine.
Fucking write it down.
But like, I have no way to access this information because you don't have an up-to-date tap information. So like, it's kind of your job to tell me.
Yeah, go. I am legitimately asking you to go to the fucking bar, write down every single fucking beer you have, which you should already have anyways.
You know your server notes? Yeah. Just write them all down and then keep it on the top page. And then when someone asks you, you can flip to it. Yes, we have this, which is this kind of beer. We have this.
And that happens often, actually.
Yeah, you're probably going to get asked several times, what do you have in tap?
What's even funnier is I feel like it happens at places that only have like 4 or 5 beers on tap.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not even a lot to remember if you could just remember it.
I think that's happened to me at Boom Boom Room before, and they have 3 taps.
Oh my God, yeah, that's insane. That's ridiculous.
And for a long time, it didn't change.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah. But equally on that level, I hate when you're like, what beers do you have on tap? And they'll go, well, what are you looking for? What do you like? No. I said, what beers do you have on tap? Okay. Don't put me in a box. I might want a lager. I might want an IPA. I might want a stout. If I just told you I like all beers, like what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
Which I think is what I'm going to start doing, because a lot of times I'll say, I don't know, what IPAs do you have? But I'm tired of that, so I think I'm just going to be like, no, I want to know everything you got right now.
You should be a little bit more snarky. You should be like, something with hops. But they might take that to be hoppy. Something with malts.
Something with malts. Yeah, that's probably better. Because, yeah, if you say something with hops, they're going to start listing IPAs.
Yeah.
And, yeah, opposite effect of what I want. But, yeah, something with malts. Something that
what kind of beer you want? The kind with alcohol.
The kind with alcohol.
I'm not going to order a non-alcoholic beer, so that's pretty safe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe too. Yeah. So I mean, and similar to that, what kind of beer? What kind of beer are you looking for? One that had yeast in it. I think that's the one I'm looking for.
One that's carbonated and cold.
Something that fermented. Something that had time to ferment and poop out some alcohol.
I like the cold one. What kind of beer are you looking for? Cold,
yeah, definitely cooler than warm. Not freezing, because that's not good, but pretty cold. Yeah. I want to go somewhere now and test these out.
Yeah. Just bar hop with the same plan in mind.
If they get it correct, be like, all right, thanks, I gotta go though.
You go to like 6 places and they all just list the beers.
God damn it. Go to too good of places, apparently. I feel like I guess stone fruit is what it is what they call it out to be. I feel like it's a lot more prominent than they give it credit for in their description.
I think they list grapefruit.
They do say grapefruit, and I don't get a whole lot of grapefruit.
Not like I see it.
Sure. But
yeah, not. It's more on that like stone fruit, melon kind of
Melon for sure, yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Some sort of melon family.
That's where I'm at. I don't know what a fuck a stone fruit is. You ever heard of this? I mean, I've heard of it, but
Probably
have you
a
ever...
melon.
I think it is melon too.
I don't even. I couldn't even tell you what a melon is. So I can be like, that's a melon,
and
but I can't tell you
nipples.
what a melon is.
Stone fruit. Oh yeah, that's fucking. Whoa, it's kind of peachy actually.
It's a melon, isn't it? Oh no, I do know what a stone fruit is. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, kind of peachy.
It's a droop.
Yeah. Oh, we actually looked this up one time a long time ago.
Now
When you said droop, and I read it, I was like, it's,
now I'm remembering.
it's coming back now.
You said peachy, and I was like, oh yeah, it is actually.
Parts. Oh, and this just goes parts of a peach. Interesting.
I'd call a peach a melon.
I don't know that I would. Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Interesting. But I guess that's what I'm tasting. I don't know. See, now it's just coming back to me. Squares and rectangles, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 14 common types of stone fruit. Peaches, plums, cherries, nectarines, apricots, mangoes, lychees, and...
Lychee?
Yeah. And raspberries? That one's confusing to me. Just a berry, right? I don't know.
You could convince me mango's a melon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be confused because of like the pit.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But you could convince me.
But you're like,
tried hard enough.
What category are you going to put it in? A peach or a melon? You'd be like,
Ooh, you're making valid points here. I'm getting hard to argue with.
Don't know.
Certainly wouldn't say peach. Would I?
Maybe.
Don't know.
In this economy?
Sorry. I really just want to know if you're going to invest or not in this mango. So this remains light and crushable throughout the experience, but
you kind of wish you crushed it.
Yeah, the taste is getting a little...
The sipping on it's getting a little...
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know what it is, but that's it. And I don't love it. Yeah. So I'm hoping the fresh one tastes a little better, like kind of back to the beginning. But
that's what I'm hoping for too. Because like it could be,
as it warms up.
There is this valid complaint. It's like, should you serve this style of beer in a 16-ounce serving? Sometimes, no.
Yeah, I always hate going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and they've like, it's a hard predicament because the bigger size is cheaper a lot of times.
Yeah, true.
But I just don't want that big of a beer. I would rather have two different beers, even if that means I gotta pay more, because I want it to stay cold. It gets so warm so quick in that giant glass.
I see some of that, but like sometimes I'm like, I want a 33-ounce Stein.
Well, yeah, but that's already, you're already dictating what kind of beer you want.
Sometimes
to an
I
extent.
Want a 64-ounce boot.
Yeah, I have not done that.
Maybe we should do that for a pints.
That's probably a good idea. 64, it's 4 beers. That's nothing.
Have done at E9.
Exactly. Done more than that at E9.
Good old round the world. We got to do that again.
Yeah, the problem is they got a lot that I don't love right now. Yeah. And they haven't changed it in a while. I feel like they really slowed down.
They had Next Exit last night. Ooh. For like a second. Shoot. I ordered one and then it was gone.
Well, you took the exit, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone, yeah.
And it was Loopzilla, so.
Makes sense. Oh, wow, back to that. Huh.
Yeah.
Made a lot of that. That's been up there for the past 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, so Next Exit was up there, and then Michelle the Gamer was still up there, and then they replaced Next Exit. So.
Interesting. I wonder if they're just kind of changing the way they do things, where they're just brewing more of the same stuff. Because we've talked about that too. Where
I'm surprised that they still had an exit.
Yeah,
because that hadn't been up there since we recorded it.
Yeah, and it was gone the next week.
Yeah,
obviously, probably well before then, but yeah, that was really good.
So, like, while I understand your concern, I think we have a solution. Kind of.
Us, we, who, you?
So you guys know, E9 has 12 beers on tap. So last time we split it 6 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Next, that was a lot. I don't think I want to do that again.
No, that's
soon.
A lot. No, that's a lot.
Like, I would do it again, but I'd have to be in a particular mood.
Yeah,
which is rare. But we could do it with 3 people, each doing 4.
That's true.
And then how we're going to do it is we use a random number generator
to see who gets what,
to give everyone a number, and then we just follow that. You know, if you're number 1, you get to pick your first beer.
Okay.
And maybe we'll do it Catan style, where it goes back and forth.
Oh, it snakes around. That's not a bad idea. Sucks for the guy in the middle, though.
He'll get over it.
It's fair.
It's randomly generated, so.
That's true. That is true. Well, it wouldn't take very long, because there's just how many is there? Is it 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only 4 beers. Not bad. So just so you'd go through.
So one would get
snake through twice.
1, 6, 7, and 12.
Right.
Yeah, you'd snake through twice.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's it. That's fair. It has been a long time.
That's where, like, you know, if you're 1, you get to start off really strong.
Oh, yeah.
Super strong.
Super, because even the 6th one, still probably decent.
Yeah. But then you get 12, and you're just hoping that your worst isn't everyone's worst.
Right, exactly.
Because if everyone agrees on that, what the worst beer is, then that's left up to you.
Like, funny enough, Jack is probably not the best person to throw in our mix. Honestly, ideally, Elizabeth would be.
Yeah.
Because she's going to pick up a lot of the stuff that we don't love particularly.
But I disagree, because I want there to be some.
Well, there's got to be some, yeah. Can't just only have a good time.
That's where Jack sort of comes in good, too, though. It's like, you know, it's kind of a balance, because Jack really likes the citrusy ones. You don't like the sours. I don't mind some of the sours.
That's true.
So,
well, and then
a mix on the.
And Jack likes the hazies for both of us.
He does like the hazies, yeah.
And some of the more caramely ones he likes too.
Yeah.
So, that's true. Like we'll all enjoy it a little bit, and we'll all suffer a little bit.
Exactly.
That's pretty good. I like the sound of that. But all right, I'm interested to see how this second one holds up. But thank you. Can's pretty warm. I don't have super high hopes here.
I'm gonna need you to write the notes.
Oh God!
Because
I need a blanket.
I don't have my phone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I forgot it in my room.
That is fair. We walked to Lux today.
First time?
Yes.
How was it?
First time walking there.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
How was walking there?
It was great. Yeah, it was a nice little walk. Just straight shot down McKinley. It was about 30 minutes before they closed, and they had some girl working that I don't think she even knew what coffee was.
Oh, nice. That's always good.
Yeah, so my cappuccino was bitter asshole. It was not delicious, certainly, and it was also just not even good. That was very disappointing because you get to the end of your walk and you're like, I'd really like a nice, delicious pick me up for the walk back.
Sure.
And I just didn't receive that. I just received disappointment. Again, nice walk. It was about 15 minutes, maybe a little over because we took the dog too. So
hopefully you just don't run into her again, or she's trained up a little bit more.
Yeah. Any of those two would be great. Just be fantastic. But I feel like there was another point to that experience that I wanted to. I don't know. It was just disappointing. But anyways,
it's good that you guys walked though, because now you guys have a actual concept of in your head of like, hey, we could walk to that place.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, we could that's probably what, like 4 blocks shy of Dusty's, would you say?
Yeah.
So easy. Could probably get to Dusty's in like 20 minutes, 25 tops.
Yeah, faster than that. Dusty's is like 0.9 miles, so yeah, like 18 minutes.
Oh, right, yeah. So if it takes 15 minutes to walk to Lux, another 4. Yeah.
Well, you said 25, and I was like, well,
yeah, 25 is probably a bit much, yeah.
A long time.
But I would say 20, if we're taking our time, 20, because Renee's not a fast walker.
Yeah.
Renee's not a fast walker. If I walk my speed, yeah, we could probably get to Dusty's in 15, 17 minutes.
Yeah. I was under 16-minute miles today.
Nice.
Walking with my weight vest.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Nice. My foot, I need to get new shoes. I don't know that it's my shoes so much as like I just tweaked my foot weirdly. But the shoes that I like my I don't know. I always called them gym shoes growing up. But as an adult that seems silly. Running shoes, I guess. I don't run.
Sneakers?
My sneaks. My trainers.
Mm-hmm.
They like the actual opening for your foot to go in is a little snug. And so it kind of digs into the top front part of my foot a little bit.
Got it.
And with my foot being a little sore, it's like fucking ouch.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think it's because of my shoes, because I had walked like multiple weeks straight in those things and had been fine. It wasn't till like I think it was Monday I walked in and then I got home. I was like, my foot kind of hurts. And then Tuesday I was like, oh, this fucking hurts to walk in these shoes now. So, but either way, those shoes are kind of old, so I think I need to get some new ones.
What's the bar that's right there too?
Top Tacoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an easy walk too. So.
Oh yeah, that's right next door. Haven't been there in a while. Should go. Their nachos were great. I liked their nachos a lot.
Their
nachos were well, sure, but
they're pan nachos. Like
the flavor is good.
No, it's literally chips, shredded cheese thrown in an oven.
No,
true.
You're probably
fact.
Yeah, but they had good steak on it, and it was really spicy.
I can't comment on the steak, but
the steak was pretty good.
Saying, I don't know.
You didn't get them with steak?
I don't know. I don't get flat nachos.
Oh, well. Maybe we should go soon, and I'll get them, and then you can have a bite of the steak.
If that's what they put on there.
Well, that's what they put on there.
Okay.
It's what they do.
Sometimes you order beef and you get steak, and then other times you get ground beef.
I understand. So they specifically say steak, though.
You say
it's
that
not
now.
Beef.
You say that now.
I know for a fact. I've gotten it many times. A handful, if you will. You say you forget your phone, but here you are typing everything out.
I know. Well, you can read it then.
That's fair. All right. So kind of going through this beer here, the look, as you can see, probably is quite orangey. Nice fluffy head. I mean, I poured this a little bit ago and it's just been sitting there. I haven't even been sloshing around and it's still sticking around. And it's very, very clear. There's no floaties going on. There's no anything. You can see right through this bitch. The smell, I've been told you get just a whisper of vegetal jungle fever. I don't know.
I know why you like their steak.
Why do I like their steak?
Adobo marinated steak. But you could have Mexican style chorizo.
What? Oh, that's an option?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. I'd fuck with that. But their steak's really good on there. I'm not saying I want to like order that steak by itself. It just is good on the nachos.
You can order that steak by itself.
I do believe that. I don't want to do that.
They don't even say what kind of steak it is. It's just steak.
That's fucking
marinated
ridiculous.
in tops adobo sauce, cheddar, lettuce, cilantro, crema, and salsa.
Oh, but that's the nachos?
No, that's
That's how the steak comes?
no wait. I'm really zoomed into this menu
Okay.
because I can't zoom out. It just opens the tab. It's
Oh.
one of those. It's their website. It's not actually the menu.
Love
Okay,
that.
that's tacos.
Oh, okay. That's
Steak tacos.
incorrect,
Okay,
but more understandable.
got it. Yeah, I don't think you can. So far, I'm not seeing you can order just steak. So there you go.
Okay. Well, again, I wouldn't anyways. So, but it's good on the nachos. That's all I'm getting at here. So back to this beer. Yeah, bit of a vegetal smell. You get some hops in the smell. They're not super potent, not very aromatic. Moving on to the taste.
Dude, you could get hangover homies for brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. ish, or 2-ish, not 2 a.m.
It sounds
Hangover
intriguing.
homies, a bed of home fries topped with melted cheese, scallions, 2 fried eggs, and spicy cheddar sour cream.
Can I get steak instead of scallions?
I don't know.
I want that. That sounds good. Taste is very light, very medium. Not a whole lot going on. We get most of the stone fruit taste and melon. They call out citrus and grapefruit specifically. Neither of us super agree with that. Like, yeah, we see it, but like, I feel like in their description it was a little bit more prominent than what we're getting out of it. It's just very light overall, not super flavorful. It's like someone turned the volume knob down on this guy, and you could crank it up a little bit, and I wouldn't be mad. Going on a feel, it definitely gives you this odd syrupy aftertaste. Like and I agree with you. It's almost like an oxymoron where it's thin, but the syrupy aftertaste is like thick on your palate. It's kind of weird. So I don't know. Overall, like, pretty good beer. Like we said, like, it has good flavor. I will say after getting on number 2, this beer didn't really get better for me. It's kind of continued down the path that it was going down. I don't know how it is for you, but I got like a little better, but like I think drinking 2 of these is a bit.
I think, objectively, I think it's better. Subjectively, I think,
You're tired of it?
yeah, it's just a little boring, and it's just a little, it's not very vibrant, so it's just kind of dull. So it's just like, eh.
Well, they've been sitting out too. Like if these second boys were in a fridge.
I just don't, like, how I'd put it is, I don't think I'd, like, if we were hanging out, playing some games, having some beers, and I got one of these, I would have enjoyed it, and then I wouldn't have got another one. I would have went for something different.
Yes, agreed.
So,
yeah, I'm with you.
I'm just stuck on, so I'm just into this whole Top Tacoma thing now. And they have daily specials. Micro Monday, Tipsy Top Tuesday.
What the fuck is Micro Monday?
Micro Penis Monday. No. Micro beers for $5.50.
What, like a micro brewery?
I guess.
That's a very
micro beers.
That's a very old term.
It is. That doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Tipsy Top Tuesday.
Go on.
$4.50 Tall Boys and Burger Tuesdays. It just says Burger Tuesdays. I don't know what that means.
For the record, $4.50 for Tall Boy, kind of expensive for a deal.
It is.
For a deal.
I think like $3.
Like
$2.
Yeah, I feel like it should be $4.50 for a normal like tall boy.
Yeah.
So.
Like a 16-ounce PBR that like $4 is like standard.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're gonna give me a deal. It should be $2.
Well Wednesday, $4 well drinks after 7 p.m. $5.50 well Red Bull bombs. Fried chicken Wednesdays.
I love how they just say these things like you should know what it is.
Taco Thursday, served in pairs on flour or corn tortillas, and they're half price. So they do say what Taco Thursday is, half price tacos.
That's nice, but how much are their tacos? Like $14? So they're still $7?
Yeah, like $12 to $14.
Yeah, suck a fat fucking dick.
Thirsty Thursday drinks. See, that was what's throwing me off. They have Taco Thursday and they have Thirsty Thursday drinks. Like, you have two specials on a Thursday? It's getting confusing now.
You're
$5 Sol Cervezas, $6 House Margaritas, $8 Long Islands, and $9 pitchers of Rainier.
$5 souls? That's insane. Yeah. Fuck you. Again, that should be the normal price.
I'm just reading.
I'm not saying fuck you. I'm saying fuck them.
I'm just reading.
I understand that, but I wish you were reading different numbers because...
Listen, inflation, bro.
No. No.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, happy hour.
Did you decide the rating for us both?
No,
okay.
I must not have erased the old one.
Okay, that'd have been funny.
Happy hour at the top. We're happy 7 days a week, especially between the hours of 2 and 6 and 10 to midnight. Drinks, Rainier beer, $4. See, that's just a standard Rainier beer.
Yeah, why is that your special? Fuck
well drinks,
off.
$6. That should be $5.
And you know what's dumb is that they're cans of Rainier, right? Like it's not even if it was draft, I would understand a little bit, but I bet you they're cans.
House wine pours $7. I mean, it's a house wine. Make it $6. Select micro beers, $6. That should be $5. $5 is your to me. $7 draft at a restaurant, pretty normal. $5 on happy hour.
Correct. They're really fucking up with their deals.
Yeah.
You are dissuading me from going there.
So
I no longer want to go there.
Just letting you know.
I don't want to go there. Now I just want to go to Dusty's.
I'm just the messenger.
Now I just want to go to Dusty's.
I mean, I never not want to go to Dusty's.
True.
So.
True. Yeah. What are you gonna rate this beer?
Did you add your critiques? Because you had your critique.
I said turn it up.
Okay.
It's a little low. Turn it up a little bit. Do you have any thoughts on it?
No.
Me neither. Like this literally is not inspiring.
I do know what I'm gonna rate this.
Okay.
It's easy. Get your thing off of my name.
No, you're
Nick. Bitch.
There you go.
Hello.
Okay, I got mine.
3, 2, 1. 3.
Exactly.
Good.
I'm not saying what it is.
Yeah, see, you always do that.
No, I don't always do that. You always do that.
No, I haven't done that ever.
Let's check the records.
On the new scale, I haven't done it.
I do not believe that at all.
Old scale, I did it.
Whether you do it often or not is debatable.
I don't do it. You do it way more than me.
Okay.
Way more.
I certainly don't agree that
Check the tapes.
Not done it.
Check the tapes.
I do not agree that you've not done it. Yeah, I'm not saying.
Last week I said 3. Good.
Neato.
Maybe I just say 3 good all the time.
Everything's fine. I mean, good. And you did make a sweeping declaration that you only want to drink good beer.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink bad beer anymore.
And how's that working out for me, really?
Not the best. But better than it used to be. We'll look at it that way. It is better than it used to be. Because we had some shit beer.
It really helps doing it every 2 weeks.
That's true, too.
Just like week after week having the worst time.
Well, it's hard to like make sure. I mean, this fresh hop season was helpful for us, but like it's also hard to like make sure we have a good beer every single week. That's hard.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to go looking for beer that often. Yeah, what are you going to say about it?
I am going to say that, okay, so where 3 is at on our scale is between good and fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine is that the concept is there and it's not well executed, and good is that the concept is there and it's well executed. I'm still looking at my monitor. I lift up my eyes and I'm there.
Yeah, I know, same. I'm looking right at you.
It's muscle memory. I know what they're going for. That's both of us agree. The concept is there. We get it.
Yeah.
I think it's well executed. I just think that the problem is not this beer's problem and it's not the brewery's problem. I think that the problem is that conceptually in the industry right now, they just want to make it like, oh, this is like 100% fresh hop.
Yeah.
I think they need to change that attitude and they need to say this beer is a representation of fresh hops. It does have fresh hops, but we do want to deliver the best product. And it was pretty universal around like the good breweries that we really like their fresh hop, that way of going into things of just like pure fresh hop and like making it all about this like purity test almost just didn't deliver the best end product. And so I hope that next year that attitude changes. I'm not confident, but I'm hopeful.
I get that.
So
I'm not confident either in it, but
what is going on with your back there?
Whoa. That's crazy, dog. I don't know.
You're really just,
yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
You're like, get this thing out of here.
I don't know. I really want it there, but it just, I don't know. I think when I readjusted, all of a sudden it was like, whoop, just kind of.
Yeah, I moved.
It adjusted with me.
I think this is also pushing up into there. I moved this to the side. I figured out I don't like this.
I do like it for the way I was sitting. When I readjusted, then I was like, it's not working out anymore.
Maybe it's supposed to go under your knees.
Ooh, how does that feel? Is it cutting off your circulation?
It's not
like it might start.
It's not uncomfortable,
but it's not even close to being necessary.
It's not comfortable. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Try it.
Okay.
But keep talking to us about how you feel about this.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's gonna happen.
See what I mean? It's like I'm not mad. Like there's some benefit. There's not
because there's like this slight feeling of being cradled.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
Like tucks you into the couch a little bit too.
Yeah. But then you also have this feeling of being like,
yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. But I'm gonna leave it here for the remainder of our time.
So you did the exact same thing that I did.
It looks fucking weird. Like, it looks ridiculous. It makes it look like you're like sunk into this, like because it looks like this is the top cushion, and it looks like you're just like sunk into the fucking chair.
I feel like with the camera this way, my dick's always out. Just like straight shot to my dick.
I don't feel that way personally.
Yeah, you got your shirt covering your.
Yeah, my shirt. I don't know. I forget. I get it a little bit. I don't know, but anyways, I don't want to fully say that.
I just realized something.
What's that?
Sorry to keep cutting you off.
Please.
look how clear my
The sign
science is a
is.
lighter sometimes.
That is
You guys can
nice.
actually see it now.
Focal point, really. I enjoy it. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways, continue.
I can't
important-
fully say that this beer's concept is well executed, but I don't want to say they didn't execute it. I really just can't decide. Honestly, I'm smack dab in the middle of that, and that's my only reason for not being able to decipher whether it's good or fine. I do understand that they got the concept there. It's a pretty good concept, but as we keep coming back to, like, you just can't only do fresh hops. It just time after time. We've proven to ourselves that it's just a great song is what we keep proving to ourselves. And then also it's just not as good as sprinkling in some normal hops in there. So
Do you have some settlements at the bottom of your beer?
I don't.
In the very bottom middle.
I can't decide if those are bubbles.
I think that's a yes. Look at mine, because mine's going to be much more easier to see with the surface area.
I see it, but
It's like mold growing out of my
mold,
glass.
Jesus Christ. Oh, whoa, no, yeah, I see that. Yeah, never mind.
You're like,
Those are
mold, what
not-
the fuck are you on about?
Those are not
Oh, yeah,
bubbles.
that's true.
That is mold. You got a moldy fucking beer, bro.
Yeah.
That is weird. And I said earlier, I lied to everybody. I said there's no floaties, but that was a lie. There absolutely is some sinkies. So I did tell the truth. There's no floaties. They're all sinkies.
Would you say that you are the science?
Well, I am a liar sometimes. So
Exactly.
yeah, I might say that. Yeah.
You know, so is Fauci. So turns out he is the
He
science.
is the science.
Figured it out.
Whoa.
I agree, Fauci. You
Yeah.
are the science.
You are the science. And
a bitch.
a bitch. Yeah, this beer is pretty good.
We can do that
I like
skit
it.
where
We really should.
we go through all of these guys and
Yeah.
then we also do a portrait of Fauci.
That would be great.
Turns out he's a bitch.
True. I mean, well, yeah, just pick 3, maybe do like one of these guys, and then do like 2 current guys. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be funny. All right. But anyways. Beer's
So
pretty
anyways.
decent.
Here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
If you would step back from...
Do all the YouTube stuff if you feel like it. You know, give us a like, subscribe if you will, if you're watching this. Because I mean, if you are watching this, and you're not subscribed, then you are a fucking bitch, and that's just a fact. I don't even care who knows it. So do that. Like it or don't. That's up to you. And you know, catch us in another one of our videos that we'll do, and that'll probably be pints. So
Okay, bye.
later.